And then there is also a brand new way of commissioning. We know that commissioning in the past was always a little bit tricky because this was really programming and needed a lot of experts' knowledge and know-how. Also, again, here we try to massively improve the user experience and the comfort for you. And therefore, we now can offer also a browser-based commissioning tool, which I want to show you now a little bit. So this is the entry page of our browser-based commissioning tool. How to come to this? So as said, we have a lighting controller, but this lighting controller also has an own network control inside. So this lighting controller can create its own network. So you're not depending on any infrastructure already there on site. No, this controller, you can establish your own network, and then you can log on with your smart device directly on that network. Then you come on a microsite, and this is the microsite which you see here on the screen, and there you then start entering your credentials. So first of all, you define an administrator, then you can define several users, mobile app users. You do a first kind of settings for the system, and then you can start by creating your projects and doing all the configuration. So this we also prepared in a little video, so please join me now. Again, we see the logon screen. The admin is now logging in. And then you see we can immediately creating our project. We give it a name, and then we see we are in the manager area, and there you see several templates all defining several room situations. For example, a main office or smaller office, shared service offices, so all these templates are there. Now we picked one, and you can see you can easily rename the project. Now you see on the right-hand side there's a list of devices. Those are the devices that are detected by the controller once everything is installed. And by clicking on the device, you get an optical feedback, like we see it here again. So the lamp, the luminaire starts blinking, and immediately you know exactly which name you see on the list belongs to which product you have already installed on the ceiling. Then you can rename it, that you have a ensured identification. Now again, we see luminaire identified, it blinks, I know which one it is, I give it a dedicated name, done. And now you see we have the list, and you can assign each and every product which you identified to your room template. This you can do for luminaires, you also can do it for the sensors, push button, couplers, everything which is detected on the list. And you also see, once it's there taken from the list, it disappears, because you can assign one device only once to a room. Therefore, the list gets smaller and smaller. So, now we already assigned 2 rooms. Let's do it also for the third one. Again, you see we can rename the room, that we have also here a clear identifier. Then we choose the luminaires, assign it to the room, choose a push button coupler, assign it to the room. Now additional settings could be taken. This we skip now. Now we press the sync button here, and now the full configuration is transmitted already to the controller. Now we know control is good, but testing is even better. So therefore, once the configuration has been transferred to the controller, you can do your regular testing. For example, the push button coupler, are all the channels assigned with the functionality which you predefined, like switching on and off, or dimming, or creating some scenes, groups. All this can be assigned to the push button couplers. So this is our video, and this already, I hope, gave you a pretty good understanding about the new way of commissioning. So you know the former PC tool which we offered for commissioning or configuring DALI, it's still there, and it's still the experts tool. But with this new browser-based tool, we offer you a much easier, much more convenient way of doing the configuration and bringing it on site to your project. So a big step forward in our understanding.